I absolutely love thinking about our future on Mars. We know we're going there. We know we're sending a lot of resources and investment towards establishing something on Mars, whether that's mining, whether that's a community. And essentially, I do see a future where we will have Earthlings who move and live on Mars. And that was the inspiration around creating a company like Earth to Mars, because what I think is, as humans, we're very, very good at thinking through the engineering and the project management and the risk assessments and even the psychology. We're very good at thinking of how we allocate the resources. I mean, we're a brilliant species on this planet. What I don't think we're going to think of is the mindset that needs to be there every single day when you are confined to a smaller space with other human beings. When you are put in a space with diverse thinkers, diverse people from many different backgrounds, and you are put in a small confined area. And it's funny, I was actually watching a series on, I think it was on either Netflix or SBS, it doesn't really matter, but they were talking about the biodome that they have built in the middle of the desert. And this biodome is a self-sustaining unit which they're using to test living on Mars. And what was amazing, it's self-sustaining. They literally planned out the food, they planned out the atmosphere. Everything is designed to create an Earth dome in the middle of a desert where it's impossible to live. And that is how they are looking to test a dome, something similar on Mars. And what was interesting about this documentary, having watched it and observed it, one, they all ran out of food, which was one of the concerns. And it wasn't because they didn't do the maths right, it was because they were stress eating. And they were using food to actually fill in or plug in a spiritual problem or a mindset problem instead of working on themselves. So I think we can take the learnings from that and realize that every one of those people who lived in the dome said the same thing, that their biggest challenge was how to work on themselves, because they were going to get triggered. They did get triggered by other people. They did project all their belief systems as well as childhood experiences on other people. And they found it a struggle because there was no one independent to talk to. So they would either move into teams or there would be gossip and all of that. So what coaching would look like is they would need someone independent outside of this environment to actually look at the problem from a completely objective point of view. And we already do that now as Earth to Mars, whether you're a change client or you're a community member or you're one of our coaching clients. Our biggest value is we value independence more than anything. Because how can I show your blind spots and help you see those blind spots if I'm in the problem next to you? So coaching as an interplanetary species is going to look very different, and it's probably going to have to rely on somebody outside of the dome. So virtual coaching, I think, would be a must, or even robotic coaching or artificial intelligence. And we're seeing leaps and bounds happening in this space, particularly with artificial intelligence, how they're actually building machines to mimic our face. And our brains respond with empathy neurons to actually see that face, even though it's not a human, and respond to it. So it would definitely have to be something objective, like AI, robotics, or a virtual coach, and definitely something that they can feel safe enough to be 100% committed, but also 100% honest with whoever is coaching them in this biodome.